So, are you ready? Are you ready to be behind my back and basically watch me do keyword research? Because I'm going to show to you exactly the process that I use to find extremely profitable keywords inside of Amazon for my Kindle books. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly what is keyword research, why should you do it, and also more importantly, how you can find all of these keywords for your books. So let's get it started. Hey boys and girls, today is going to be a great day because I'm going to show to you exactly how I do keyword research. I'm not going to hide anything, it's everything here. This is what I do. I'm going to show to you. So by the end of this video, you will be a complete, you could say a Jedi master when it comes to keyword research. And also, if you still haven't liked my video and subscribed to my YouTube channel, well, just go right below, click on that thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you plenty of tips related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. So let's get it started. Let's get the ball rolling because today we have a lot to talk about. Okay, so what is keyword research? Why you need it? Well, it's very simple. This is one of the most important tasks as a Kindle publisher. And keyword research, if you don't know, a keyword is basically any combination of words that someone goes over here to this Amazon search box because they want to find an item, usually to purchase inside of Amazon. So this could be yoga for beginners, could be meditation, breathing exercises, martial arts, anything that you want to find. In this case, a book about inside of Amazon. When you go over here, you just type in and make sure to have the Kindle store over here selected so you can see the books related to, in this case, in Kindle. So it's virtual format, and this is what we call a keyword. Okay. A meditation, it could be yoga for beginners or whatever you want to search inside of Amazon because you want to purchase a book about that. Now the thing is, you need to find, when it comes to publishing books, the most important thing is for you to find keywords, or you could also say book titles or whatever you want to say. When it comes to this, you want to be able to find profitable keywords for your books. This needs to be at the same time a keyword that is profitable, and I'm going to show to you how you can see this, but also at the same time it can't be a keyword that is way too competitive, because if you go after, basically you go after or you try to publish a book in a keyword that is way too competitive, what happens is it's extremely hard for your book to get noticeable between all of those books that have a lot of influence inside of Amazon, because it's really hard for your customers to find your book inside of Amazon. So what you want is to find a keyword that is profitable but doesn't have that much competition. You want to have like average or lower competition. And I'm going to show to you how you can do this. So this is the most important task as a publisher. And honestly, it is one of those tasks where you will spend most of your time when it comes to this, because this is something that you really can't outsource. You can't go to Upwork and get someone to do this. At least I don't do that, or I don't know anyone who is able to do that. I'm not sure if someone is dumb enough to do that, because I mean, if someone is able to find profitable keywords for them, then why would they actually give those keywords to you, you know? So this is something that you can't outsource, and it's one of the most important tasks as a publisher, and you will spend a lot of time doing keyword research. Okay, so this is not something that you can really escape. I mean, you can outsource all of the rest, like getting your content done. You can go to a ghostwriter company. The one that I use for this is called Urban Writers is the one that I suggest, and I'm going to leave a link right below on the description in case you want to use this company. You can get your covers outsourced and basically all of the rest, but when it comes to this, no bueno, you can't really escape from it. So yeah. Now when it comes to tools, now there are several tools that you need to have. One of them is of course Google Chrome. I suggest for you to use Google Chrome. Of course you can use another browser if you prefer, but I use Google Chrome because the apps that I use, I'm not sure if they work actually in other browsers. So the one that I suggest for you to have is KD Spy. This is a fairly cheap application that you can install in your browser, and it really helps you a lot. It helps you to speed up the keyword process, so you can easily see whether or not a keyword is profitable. So you can see that I have KD Spy installed over here, and once I click over here, this window pops out for yoga for beginners. As you can see, this is the keyword that I search, and it allows me to see in a single window really quickly all of this necessary information, which allows me to analyze whether or not this keyword is profitable. And I can quickly see that this is not a profitable keyword, and it's not a keyword worth me publishing a book, because if I publish a book when it comes to yoga for beginners and it ranked in the first 20 results, very probably it wouldn't be profitable. And I'm going to explain how you can quickly see this. You can see that just in a blink of an eye, I basically saw that this is not a profitable keyword. Okay, so KD Spy, I mean Kindle Spy, is a great application. I'm going to leave a link for this application. I highly suggest for you to have it. And I'm going to use this application along this video to speed up the process. The other one is this one called DS Amazon Quick View. This is a free application. You just need to go to Google, just search for it, and just install this application on your browser. Basically what this does is, you can see these boxes over here appearing below each book, and this gives you information about the paid in Kindle store. You need to know this information in order for you to see if a book is profitable or not. Usually when it comes to the virtual format or the Kindle format, what you want to see is, I mean, you get a quick idea if a book is profitable or not based on this paid in Kindle store ranking, and it needs to be below 100,000 in the Kindle store. And actually, the lower the number, this means that lower than 100,000, the lower it gets to the first position in paid in Kindle store, that means that that book is doing more and more money. It's selling more copies each day. So basically 100 below, reaching to 1, the more profitable a book is. Hopefully you got it. If you didn't got it, just leave a question right below so I can help you out. Okay, so that is the both tools that I suggest for you to use, Kindle Spy and also DS Amazon. The other thing that you need to make sure to use is, you go to Chrome and you just open new incognito window, because you want to analyze all of this information in incognito mode, because you don't want to have your account open over here, and the searches will get you based on your preferences. It may rank your books or the books that you see in a different way. So just always research in incognito mode. Okay, make sure to use this option. Now, what you need to open up when it comes to tabs, you want to have audible.com open. You want to tab for this, because this later on will allow us to see the competition for our book. So audible.com. And the other thing that you want to do, so you can find basically a good listing of keywords for your books, is simply search inside of Google Kindle bestseller. Okay, and you go to this first link over here, and just make sure to follow the next steps so you can go to the best-selling list for nonfiction. So you go over here, Kindle Store, you click on Kindle eBooks, and you scroll down and you get to nonfiction. And over here you can see a bunch of categories to select from. Okay. Now, the other thing that you need, and is basically the last thing that you need, is simply this spreadsheet. I'm going to leave this spreadsheet. I'm going to leave a link on the description for my video. You can freely download this spreadsheet and start using it. So this is the spreadsheet we are going to use to add our keywords and also to help us analyze and see if a keyword is profitable, and also to analyze its competitiveness. I mean, that is a hard word to say. So yeah, so just a basic understanding of this spreadsheet, and I'm going to explain more in detail each little thing, but yeah, the first two tabs, okay, we are going to analyze, so this first two columns, I mean, we are going to analyze this inside of Amazon. Okay, so it's the average BSR, and you want to find the number or the amount of books that are 30,000 BSR. So I'm going to explain more in detail how you can do this. Okay, but this first test is done inside of Amazon, and it allows us to see if a keyword is profitable or not. Then we have the two last tabs, the two last columns, I mean, and this allows us to see if a keyword is too competitive, if it's average competition, or so and so on. And this information we analyze inside of Audible.com. That is the reason why I told you to open both tabs, one for Amazon and another for Audible.com. Okay, so this is the keywords that we will research inside of the best sellers listing, and I'm going to explain how. And the method that I'm using, this is not something that I actually invented. This is called the SLEEK method. I learned this strategy. Basically, it's a organized way of researching and finding keywords that are profitable inside of Amazon and so on. It's called the SLEEK method. I learned this inside of Audiobook Income Academy. This is the course that I suggest when it comes to self-publishing, and I'm also going to leave a link on the description from this video in case you want to learn more about this course and get more details and see if this is the right course for you. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, the other thing that I recommend for you to do is simply open a notebook or notepad, okay, a blank notepad, because we are going to add our keywords over here. So the first step is simply scrapping for keywords. You want to basically have a listing. I recommend for you to have a listing of about, over here in this column, a listing of about 100 keywords. That is basically a good amount for you to get started, and just simply scrap a listing of 100 keywords, okay? And that gives you a good start for you to start analyzing, and I'm pretty certain that between 100 keywords you are going to find a few winners, and from those winners you are going to later on publish books about those topics. Okay, inside of nonfiction you can see that you have several categories. These are plenty of categories, or you could call them niches. Basically, they are main niches. Now, if you are uncertain where you should start at, you can get started from a niche that you simply enjoy, something that you like, probably something that you find interesting in your personal life and you like, okay? Although some niches over here or some categories over here aren't that profitable, such as biographies. I mean, it's really hard for you to like make a book like about Churchill and so on, and and it's kind of hard for you to, as a self-publisher, I mean, it's hard for you to make a book related to biography. So I'm not saying that it's not profitable, it's just not very realistic when it comes to a publisher to make a book about that. So some categories aren't that profitable. Now the top 5 categories are the ones that I consider that you probably want to just go out and start digging and finding keywords, because these categories work really well typically when it comes to selling your Kindle book, your paperback, and also your audiobooks. So in all 3 different formats, these categories are especially good. So the first one is simply business and investing. This is the first category that I recommend for you to check. Computers and technology, the second category. Health and fitness and dieting. I mean, dieting is is extremely profitable niche that you can get in and sell really well your books. And the other one that I also recommend is parenting and relationships, and also self-help. So those are the 5 top categories that I suggest for you to check if you just don't have any idea of where you should get started. Okay, so now I'm going to show to you how I actually scrap for keywords so I can later on start analyzing them and seeing their profitability and also competitiveness. So I'm just going to choose one of the top categories that I mentioned before, and let's go for, let's say, health and fitness and dieting. Let's see over here. So as you can see, this is the broader category, you could say the broader niche or whatever, and over here you can see the top 100 paid in Kindle store for the broadest category, and then you can see that you have subcategories. So many times you can find I would say you can find better keywords because they have less competition over here on the subcategories compared to the broader one over here. Okay, so but let's just start over here in this books and see what we can actually find. So the thing that you want to do is simply go to each book title and see if you can find a combination of words that makes sense, or you could say a keyword or something that's you think that people are searching inside of Amazon because they want to purchase a book about that. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to, of course, I'm not going to search for 100 keywords because it would take a lot of time, but I'm just going to search a few of them and see what we can get. So you can see, for example, once I over this first book, you can't exactly find anything that is useful, like too much and never enough. That is the title of this book, but there's nothing that makes sense, nothing that you can look and see, oh, this is something that certainly people are searching inside of Amazon. Oh, my family created the world's most dangerous man. So there's nothing over here that you can use for keywords. Let's check the second one. Limitless, upgrade your brain. Upgrade your brain, learn anything faster, and unlock your exceptional life. I would say learn anything faster, but without the anything, because that is kind of a filler word. But learn faster might be something that people are searching inside of Amazon. So I'm just going to add all of these keywords first to the notepad because it makes just the process a bit easier, because that doesn't make me, I don't need to go always back to my spreadsheet over here, and it's just easier for me to see the keywords this way. So let's get to the second one. Bright line eating might be something. It might be possibly a diet, but I'm not sure if this has copyrights. But I'm just going to add over here. I probably wouldn't risk going for something like this because it may have copyrights, and I would need to check and verify whether or not if this is something that has copyright. Here you the surprising simple skill beyond extraordinary relationships. As you may see, once again, there's nothing that you can like look at this title and see that it makes sense or something that people are actually searching. I mean, extraordinary relationships, I don't think that people are searching for that. So this is what you want to do, and I'm going to do a few of them just to show to you more exactly what I do. 13 things mentally strong people don't do. Train your brain, happiness and success. Like or train your brain, train brain. Probably train your brain. Might be something. Not sure. Train your brain. Not sure if people are searching for that, but I'm just going to how's it tagging? Expert answers to the questions men don't always ask. So as you can see, nothing special over here. Also, this is from nothing over here. Medical medium. Might be something. Once again, this may have copyrights, so I'm not saying that it would be something that I would go for because of that. Super life, nothing special of her that I can see. Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. I guess Ikigai is not something that has copyright. It might be like a life philosophy from Japan or something like that. It might be something that people are actually searching inside of Amazon and they want books about that. So I'm just going to add this to the listing. It sounds interesting, and later on actually I'm going to research more about this. Okay, the whole 30 is actually something, it has copyright, so I'm not going to use this one. Beyond titty, declutter your mind. Declutter, possibly. The other thing that I also like to do, let's go over here to one of these books, is simply open this book on the new tab, and sometimes you may find some extra keywords over here, like as you can see, setting manageable goals, creating associations, finishing the task. Not exactly, but you can also go over here to the suggestion tab, which gives suggestions to customers in case they like this type of book. They may like this one's appearing over here, and many times you can find some great keywords over here. The upbeat organized home office, 5, organized mind, better time management. Time management sounds something that people might be searching inside, but I'm not sure if this is still inside of the same niche that I started out, but yeah, maybe something. Let's go project 333, the minimalist fashion challenge that proves less really. So minimalist sounds good, maybe something that people are searching. Let's just try another one over here. The journey can help you declutter. Basically, declutter seems like a keyword that people are searching inside of Amazon. Clutter intervention. Now, clutter intervention, I'm not sure if this is the book title, and just the book title, and it's not exactly something that people are searching inside of Amazon. But you can see that declutter is certainly a thing that people are searching. Not sure what it means. Probably just cleaning your your home or cleaning your stuff and organizing your. So let's just try over here another one. No spend challenge guide. How to stop spending Not sure. No spend challenging. No spend challenge. Might be something. No spend challenge. No spend challenge. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to subcategory. So you can see that you can start over here on the broadest listing for your specific category or niche, and then you can go to subcategories and you can see that you have several of them. So let's go to addiction and recovery, and basically this is what you want to do. You just want to dig and just go to each title and just see if you can find some good keywords until you have about 100 keywords. Okay, high achiever. Once again, as you can see, you look over here and you can find like probably high achiever might be something. I'm not sure. High achiever. If this is something that people are searching inside of Amazon. Zero sugar. So I like this one. Sugar detox. I guess this is something that people are searching inside of Amazon. I can't see anything over here special. That's special. Codependence, no more. How to stop controlling others and start caring. Codependence seems like something that possibly people are searching inside of Amazon. So this is what you want to do. You want to do this over and over again. You just want to initially get a bunch of different keyword ideas for your books. And once you have like 100 keywords, then you want to pass to the next step, which is simply analyze these keywords. So let's just do one more just so you can really get the idea behind of this. Okay, so this naked mind, control alcohol, find freedom. Well, I don't see like a specific keyword over here, but how you call probably alcohol addiction. Let's just go over here to a new tab and see if we can find more stuff over here that we can use for our books. Stop drinking. Sober. Sober life. Alcohol detox plan. You can see over here, and this is a best-selling book. So it seems, although the category it doesn't seem to make much sense over here, but alcohol detox, Jesus, plan. Okay, or alcohol detox. I'm going to leave the plan. Okay, I'm just going to exclude, but you can see that you can go to each book that appears over here on the suggestions and get pretty good ideas. So this is what I do. Okay, sometimes I go to a book and just see if I can find more keywords. Okay, now I have over here, like, this is what, 10 keywords or something like that, and I just copy. Of course you want to have 100 keywords, but I just copy and go over here and just paste it. Okay, actually I have like 12 or 13 keywords over here, and now I'm going to pass to the next step, which is simply do my keyword research. Okay, so now we are going to start analyzing each one of the keywords that we gathered before. So the first part is to see whether or not if a keyword is profitable, and as I already said, the first two columns is for you to see that. So let's talk about average BSR. As you can see, if you are not sure, this average BSR should be from 0 to 300,000. I'm going to explain what is this. So you go back over here to, in this case, let's just grab over here this keyword. So I'm going to just do copy it, and I'm going over here to Amazon. Just to Amazon, and I'm going to make sure it's in Kindle store, and I'm just going to search for this keyword over here. So let's see what we get over here. And you can see because I'm using DS Amazon, you can see this information over here. You can see that this book, the first one, is doing a ton of money. This is doing a lot of money, this first book. It's crazy. Okay, you can see this just paid in the Kindle store. As I said, the lower this number is, the more profitable is this book. So this is doing a lot of money, and it's just crazy. Okay, so even paperback, let's see over here, the paperback. Yeah, this book is doing very well, and it's not that big of a book. I mean, it's not that lengthy, so this is doing really well. But that is not what we are actually seeing over here, what we are trying to analyze. So you just click on KD Spy and you want to see this information. Okay, so you want to see this information, and what you want to first see is just see the book titles over here and see if there are books that just don't make sense to appear in this listing. Like if you go for Yoga for Beginners, and in the top 20 books appearing for Yoga for Beginners, you see a book that is like a diet cookbook. I mean, that doesn't make sense to appear over there. So what you do is simply you just remove that book from the listing, so you can get this number over here, the average sales rank, so you can have a more correct value. And average sales rank is basically the sum of all of these books divided by their number, and it gives an average sales rank. And you want to have this between, as you can see over here, between 0 to 300,000. The lower this number, the better. That means that that listing is in average more profitable. So this gives you a good idea that if you publish a book, there is a good chance of your book being quite profitable. So let's go over here. Sometimes photography memory, yeah, that is kind of related. I'm not sure what this is. Learn faster, but I guess this is also related. PM exam prep, learn faster, retain more. Yeah, that seems related, so I'm not going to remove. Let's just speed reading. Also related to learning. Not sure if this is related or not. Yeah, this is also learn faster. So there's definitely a thing that people are actually searching for this. And this is all about related to learn faster in some way. So I'm not going to remove anything. And you can see that actually with KD Spy, they immediately remove anything that has a sales rank of 0. You can see this cross. But if you find a book that is not related to that specific topic, then you just click on this box and just remove that from the average. Okay. So what you want to do is just grab this average 182 sales rank. So this is the sales rank, and it's a pretty good sales rank. So let's go over here and just add 182. So it is between these numbers that I gave you to you. So this means that in average, these books are performing quite well. Now what you want to do is you want to find a few hitters, or in other words, a few books that are doing extremely well in that specific listing. So you want to have a few books that are 30,000 or lower in the paid ranking. Okay, so you want to have about 2 or more books that have this sales rank. So let's go over here and let's count them. You can see that the first book is you see that it's below, way below the 30,000 sales rank. So this is 1. You can see that we have Limitless. This is 2. Let's see, we have over here another one, this one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another one over here. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 in total. This gives you a good idea that if you publish a book about this, first, the average sales rank is pretty decent. So this gives you an idea that your book has a good possibility of being profitable. And if you see that there are a couple of books that are performing really well, this gives you an idea that if you publish a book, then there's a good chance of your book also performing well for that specific keyword. So in this case we have 6, so it's above the 2 that I told you that is kind of what you should at least have. Okay, at least 2 books or more with 30,000 sales rank. So hopefully you are understanding what I'm doing over here. And once again, if you have questions, just leave it right below. So bright light eating, I think this has copyrights, honestly. So it's not something that I would just do. So this is how you can check the profitability of a book. But we are going to so let's just go once again. I'm getting over here I'm just kind of passing forward. Okay, so we can see that the first keyword is profitable. So this means that there's a good chance of your book being profitable. So we did the profitability test, and now we need to see the competition, which I assume this keyword is possibly fairly competitive. So for us to do this, we just go to audible.com and we search for Learn Faster, and we see the listing of books. So the first one is Audible search results. So this is basically the number of results appearing for that specific keyword. So of course, the more results that you can find inside of this listing, the more competitive that keyword is, because you have a lot of people publishing audios about that specific topic. So it's kind of hard for you to get your book more visible. So in this case, we want to have between 0 to 300. Okay, so you can see that in this case you can quickly see this information just on top. Okay, 149. So this is pretty good over here. So let's go over here, 149. So you can see that it passes the profitability test, and now we are in the competition or competitiveness test, and it passes the first one. So let's see, audiobook, 100 reviews or above. You want to have between 0 to 6. So basically what you want to see is the number of audiobooks that have 100 or more reviews. This gives you a good idea of the competition, because usually what happens is when you have a lot of authors, and you're not an author, you're a publisher, but an author is someone who basically is an expert in that niche usually, and that person usually has an audience of people already following him or her inside of YouTube, Facebook, and so on. And it's really hard as a publisher for you to compete with that person, because that person can simply outsell their books. They can get a lot of reviews, and you can see if you have authors over here based on the number of reviews. Usually if you see a book that has more than 100 reviews, usually that is from an author. So let's count. So this first one passes. You can see that over here it doesn't have 100 reviews, so this one passes. The second one is most certainly from an author. You can see the huge amount of reviews. So this is 1. This one isn't. Also not. 2. Actually 1. We still just have 1. We just scroll down 2. You can see 100 reviews. And it's also very hard for you to, I wouldn't say very hard, but it's hard for you to get 100 reviews or more. So that's why you don't want to have too many books with 100 reviews or more. So this is a third one, a fourth one, a fifth one, a sixth one. You can see over here. Let's see if we can find any other. Not bad, okay? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so, okay, we already have the necessary information. So what we can see from this keyword is, the first thing is, it's a profitable keyword. Okay, this is a profitable keyword. You can see by this values over here. And when it comes to competition, it's really on the limit already. Okay, it's in the 6th, so more than that it possibly would be too competitive. Okay, you have a fair amount of results and you have a fair amount of competition. It seems a good keyword. Okay, it probably is a keyword that I would take a risk over and just publish a book about learn faster. So this seems like a good keyword over. Okay, now let's do a few more, but in this case let's just do this process a bit faster because I already explained each section over. So let's try bright line eating. Once again, I think this is a copyright keyword, so let's just check bright line eating. Okay, bright line eating, possibly not, because you have, this is a publisher book. You can see just by the cover it's not that good, so this is a publisher book. Okay, I think this is, the main author is Susan Peirce, at least it seems. So this is the main author, and then you have some publishers just taking advantage of this person's diet, and they are publishing books about this, as you may see. So you have at least 1-2 publishers, and possibly this is not probably I'm not sure if this is a publisher, but you have 1 and 2, and let's just go over to KD Spy and see what we get. Okay, so we have some books about Brightline. I wouldn't go for this. Okay, first thing is I would need to check if this has copyrights, and then it doesn't seem like that profitable. Okay, I can see that just by the average sales rank, and also you can see that you start after especially after the 5th or 7th first results, you start getting some books that simply aren't that related. This is actually Bright Lines, but this is a novel, so these books aren't that related. That means that possibly what is happening, just taking a quick look, is people are in fact searching for Bright Line eating, but what they are doing is they want to get the book from the author. Okay, they aren't exactly going out there all crazy and mad and getting books from publishers. Although this book over here is not doing that bad in paid in the, you can see in paid in Kindle store, but in the way that I see things is most people are searching for this inside of Kindle store because they want to buy the book from the author. So it's not a book that I would publish about. And the other thing is, it may actually have copyrights or not. I'm not sure. Probably this is actually a book published in 2018, so not sure if Amazon or the problem about this type of books where you have like a specific thing that looks like that may have copyrights is, let's say that Susan Peirce sees that she has some publishers trying to get her sales. She may send a complaint to Amazon to remove these books from the market, and then you just wasted money and time publishing a book just to get it removed from Amazon. So it's not a good idea. So I'm just going to leave this one over here. I'm not going to like do anything over here. So let's just go for another one that I find interesting over here. So train your brain. I like this one. Let's see what this is. Okay, let's see if this is profitable. So let's go over here. You just rinse and repeat the same process over and over again, and you just go over here, click on this, and let's see. Okay, let's take a quick glance, and it's kind of like getting to the 300 average sales. But let's just take a quick glance and see if there is any book that is not related over here. Let's see what this is. I'm not sure what this is. Actually, I'm not sure what this is. I don't think this is related. I'm not sure if this is related. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to remove this one because it's not related. It doesn't seem related. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's just add the average sales rank to our spreadsheet over here, which is 305,000. Let's see if we have a few over here that are below 30,000. So we have one over here, but this is not sure if this is even, no, this is actually related. Okay, this is related. So we have one and only one. Okay, so that is not ideal. As you can see, this is doesn't get at least two with 30,000 in the sales rank. So the profitability of this, actually I'm mistaken over here. This is to put, I want to put over here on above KPI. So you can see that this keyword doesn't seem that profitable. I think it doesn't have that much competition. But let's take a look. So you can see that you only have 21 results. So it doesn't have that many results. So that means that if you publish a book, an audiobook in this case, there's a good chance of your book actually being profitable. Actually, this is going nuts over. Not sure why this is doing this. Okay, it's going nuts. Just want that. Okay, this is whatever. Let's see if we have any book with 100 reviews. You have the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books. Isn't actually this the first book? They're pretty similar. So we have 5 so far. And then you can see that in the end, these results aren't irrelevant. So we have 5. So let's talk about this keyword, okay? When it comes to profitability, it is at least in the Amazon store, the profitability doesn't seem that good. It doesn't seem that good. But in terms of competition, it is pretty good. You know, it doesn't have that much competition. You could easily put an audio over here and rank pretty decently over here and probably do some audiobook sales. But the profitability isn't huge, so you shouldn't expect to make a buttload of money with this. It kind of fails on the second test over here. Okay, in this second column, I mean. So it kind of fails over here. So yeah, the profitability doesn't seem that good, but it's not too competitive. You could do possibly some money over here. Possibly some money. Doesn't seem that bad of a keyword. Now let's try another one. Let's try codependent. Let's just do a last one so you can really grasp the idea behind this. So let's do another one. Codependent. I think this is a profitable keyword. I already analyzed this keyword in the past, so I kind of have an idea that this is a profitable keyword. Yeah, this is a profitable keyword. So let's just take a look at this listing, see if every single book is related. Not sure if this this one over here, let me check. Yeah, this is also related. Okay, so codependent, codependency, new codependency, the human magnet, the codependent something. Okay, this is adult emotionally immature. Well, it's kind of in the same category. Not sure exactly if this is something related. Boundaries, let's check this one. Yeah, I guess this is still kind of related. Boundaries. So I'm going to leave all of them. So what we get over here is that average sales rank 113. So it seems like a profitable keyword so far. Let's go to the second column and just check the amount of books that are 30,000 or below the sales rank. So you have the first one, the second one, the third one over here, fourth and fifth and sixth. Okay, six books that pass. So we can quickly see that this is a profitable keyword just based on this initial test. This is a profitable keyword. If you were able to put your book in the front page of results over here in this 21st results, especially on this first sixth, you would certainly, without a shadow of a doubt, do money. Okay, so let's go and let's check the competition. Let's see how competitive this is. Okay, so the first test is 155. Not bad, not bad. 155. You can see that it's below the 300, which I initially mentioned over here. And let's see the amount of books that have 100 or more reviews. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and yeah, 14 and 15. Oh, okay, so let's check this. So this keyword is definitely profitable. You can see over here based on this first test. The competition, just based on this last one, it seems to have a lot of authors publishing books about codependent, or I think also codependent and codependency cure. Not sure what this is, but it seems to have a lot of authors publishing books about this. I think it's very competitive. Honestly, I wouldn't publish a book about this. I think it's way too competitive, and you would struggle to probably you will struggle to have your book appearing over here on the front page of results and also your audiobooks. So it would be extremely hard for you to make money with this keyword. It's a profitable keyword, but it's competitive. So it's something that you need to, based on the information over here, you need to kind of think about it. You know, you need to see the profitability, but also you need to consider the competition. And you can see from this last result, it's just way above the 6 that I mentioned. I mean, if it was 7, I probably would go for it. I probably would take the risk. Now 15, that is more than twice the number that I mentioned, and you can easily see that there's a lot of competition over it. Okay, so yeah. So we already analyzed 3 keywords, And basically the process is always the same one. Okay, you repeat the same process over and over again. And what you want to do later on, once you have a couple of keywords, what you can do is, like, you analyze a keyword and you see that it looks pretty good. What you can do is simply highlight this keyword with the color, and it gives you an idea that later on, once you analyze all of your 100 keywords, you highlight, while you are doing that research, you highlight the keywords that you find seems pretty good. So you can later on, once you analyze all of those 100 keywords, just go back and analyze them better, see the type of content that you need for your book and so on, so you can outcompete your competition and sell a buttload of books. The keyword that I would very probably go after over here is learn faster, but I would need to go and just analyze this keyword again, see the type of content that I could produce to kind of just beat my competition. So you can see from these three keywords over here, the one that seems to have the best potential of making money is learn faster. Then the second one, Ikigai, doesn't seem that profitable, but doesn't have much competition. I'm pretty certain that if I publish a book over here, I could do some money. So this would be the second keyword that I would have over here to check. And then the last one is codependent, just for the fact that yes, this is extremely profitable, as you saw before, but it has a huge amount of competition. And just based on the competition, it would be extremely hard for me to compete with all of those books that belong to authors. So this is the analyze that I did just based on this spreadsheet that I have over here. So this is the process that I do, and I repeat this over and over again until I have a nice listing of profitable keywords for my books. Then the next step is simply going to each keyword, analyzing them better, seeing the type of content that you need to do, and so on. I actually did a great video or a great course talking about this, which is the Corona self-publishing course. And if you want to learn more about this course, just click on the small I appearing either on the left top screen, or the left top side of the screen, or the right top side of the screen, not sure now, so you can watch this video course that I did. So that is all for this video. Once again, if you have any questions related to Kindle keyword research, just leave it right below. Make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't done it, and also make sure to get my free bonus. So you go to my website, subscribe to my list, so you can get the free guide where I talk about Kindle publishing and all of the little secrets that you need to learn. So that is all for now. Stay tuned with your Alexo, and bye.